I was a teenager when I started getting signs of endometriosis, but back then, 15 years ago, endometriosis was not spoken about. Nobody even knew what it was, basically. So I lived my teenage years with chronic period pain, very heavy periods, and always in pain, taking so much medication just to go to work every day. I used to take tablets probably every 4 hours, and Nurofen, Panadol, and Ponston was my favourite. I struggled a lot with my periods and always got told it was normal by everyone around me because that's what we believed. Then when I was 21 years old, I started getting bowel symptoms, and I'd get mucus and blood in my stools. And it just started off a little bit, not a lot. And I went to the doctor, and the doctor said that's normal, and foods can do that to you and irritate you. So I thought it was normal. That continued for, I reckon, a good 12 months. After about 12 months, it started getting more severe. The mucus was getting worse. I started then getting the blood in my stools. I then went back to the doctor, and they started testing me for celiac and Crohn's and all these other diseases that they thought it could be. Of course it wasn't. So again, I was basically left and told that they were going to send me for a colonoscopy and an endoscopy. I didn't have private cover back then, or the cover that I needed. So I was on a public wait list, which I've still till today never been called for, and that was 15 years ago. So as they do, they'll just say that I got lost in the system, as that's happened to me lots of times since then. Then I started searching for more answers because I was like, this can't be normal. I would literally be busting to go to the toilet, and all that would come out was mucus and blood. I honestly thought I had bowel cancer or something really, really bad. Well, I actually thought I had stomach cancer, not bowel, because I was young, I didn't know a lot. So I continued to go to doctors and everything, and I finally got diagnosed after 7 different doctors. Told me that 6 of them told me, yeah, it's probably something else. So I just kept going around because I knew there was something more to it. Finally found a doctor that actually listened to me. She then sent me to a gynecologist. Again, he told me it's definitely not endometriosis. If I had blood and mucus in my stools, that it's definitely not endo, and I had bigger fish to fry. So he then sent me to a different specialist, which I then went to that specialist, and he was for the gut, gastro-oncologist. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but that's what I went to. And again, I knew I wasn't meant to be there, and I started searching for another gynecologist, found a 3rd specialist, and he finally diagnosed me with stage 4 endometriosis without even doing a single scan or anything. All he done was an examination, and he could feel all sorts of nodules in me and all sorts of growths around my pelvic area and vagina. So I ended up going with him, obviously, and as the journey continued, it got worse and worse. My diagnosis got worse and worse. I ended up having stents and all that in my kidneys just from him actually investigating my condition very deeply. So it just goes to show how important it is to listen to your body and find the right doctor and specialist for you, one that you know is truly listening to you, not just flogging you off. So advocate for yourself, keep researching until you have answers, and don't just go with what the first doctor tells you unless you truly are comfortable with the answer that they're giving you. So that's what my first video is going to be about. I will go into a bit more details in my next video.